Ooh, okay, y'all. I was just watching this Bellator card too, so I had to get this thing going. Uh-oh. So we got Diana Sergova and Justine Keish. Let me turn down the sound. Oh, all right, hold on. Let's see how Sergova using that she using that lateral movement right now. Keish is trying to go after. Mm. All right, what's her name? Yeah, Justine Keish. You know, she's trying to put the pressure on, but Diana's moving. She on the move. Okay, that was the right hand for Justine Keish. Diana's out here moving more. I don't know if she doing a little too much movement, but she had to start doing something. All right, I said go try to stick that jab out, but she's not landing it. That was another right hand for Keish. Oh, good body kick for Keish. Justine Keish. Ooh, good overhand right for Justine. Justine trying to take the fight to her, man, but Diana's on the move. You got less than a minute left. Okay, good calf kick there from Justine. Diana not wanting to engage. She ready to move. Wow right hand miss. Now Justine's locking up. Oh, good left hand on the inside from Justine Keish. Body lock. She going for the takedown. Uh-oh, Diane. She grabbed the cage. Yeah, he put him back. The ref put him back. She had grabbed the cage. All right. Now you got Justine in control here. The last 20 seconds. Justine Keish looks like the smaller fighter, but she looks stronger. Ooh. Diane accepts that takedown. Justine's on her back. Uh-oh. Now Diane's trying to put the headlock on Justine here. 2 seconds left. That was a surprise. That was a little surprise move there from Diane F. Sergova. I don't know. I give that round to Keish, though. I give that round to Justine. I think she did a little bit more. Not much action in that round, but I give it to I give that round to Justine. Hold on, let me get my charger here. Okay, let's see. Going into round two. All right. Diana looks like she's trying to commit more. Less movement. Trying to fire off some 1-2s. Another really big landed there. Justine is attacking that leg. Attacking that lead leg. All right, let me close that live chat so I can call this fight. There we go. I I don't see too many leg kicks from Diana though, man. She's pawing with that jab, man. She ain't letting nothing go. Okay, that was a good calf kick there from Justine. It's like a double calf kick. Justine. Oh, good head movement there from Justine. Dodging that wild right hand from Diana. Diana's still just short with the jab. Okay, now it looks like she connected with something, like part of a 1-2. Look like that 2 landed, but I don't know about that jab. Oh, Superman punch for Justine. Okay. All right, Justine got this little Muay Thai feints here. Diana got to do something. She got to do something to get her respect because, Justine to me is kind of keeping that control. Okay, she's attacking with a lot of kicks and connected to the body. Oh, nice jab from Justine Keech. Use those veteran skills. That was like the first calf kick landed for Afsaragova. Oh. She's trying a little bit more this round. There's a little bit more action this round from Diana. We're going, y'all. Have to do a little bit more than that. I ain't getting enough action here. Okay, overhand right from Justine. Justine's trying to push this thing. All right, you got 2 minutes left this round. Hey, okay, that was a left hand lands for Justine Keech with Diane. After go with no answer back, man. Come on now. She got to answer with something. Oh, okay. The calf kicks. I think she after go finally landed something up top. Right hand, left hand, body kicks there from Justine. She's really being the aggressor here. Diana don't look like she's making an adjustment here. I mean, she's trying to be a little bit more offensive this round, less movement, but still pawing with her jab, man. She looks like the bigger fighter too, so I'm not getting bigger, longer fighter. So I'm not getting why she's not trying to extend that jab and extend those front kicks. That's a left hand there after. Ooh, good right hand from Justine Keech. All right, you got 42 seconds left here. Let's see if Diana tries to rush. What was that? Oh, she was trying to grab the leg. I was like, she punched the leg. Justine still landing them calf kicks. Oh, another Superman punch lands. Let's see if Diana tries to steal it around with a takedown. All right, 5 seconds. Justine still being more active here. Zalman said, who's winning? Well, Justine Keech is, man. Diana Afsaragova lost the first 2 rounds. I mean, that last round, she's just not doing enough, man. She just keep on moving. Just keep on moving side to side. First round, she didn't really land anything. And then that second round, still getting hit. She getting hit with a lot of body kicks and leg kicks. She's not using that. She's not using that length, man. But after Zeragova needs a finish. She needs that finish now. He said she whooping. She is, man. She is putting her, man. She's putting her in respect mode, man. She is backing her up, though. She is dancing too much, too, man. Doing too much dancing. All right. So let's look at this last round, y'all. There we go. Last round. Keisha's coming out with a lot of aggression. Let's see if Diana can catch her with something. It's the only way. Ooh, good snap and jab from Justine Keach. Take it, she's dipping her head and stuffing that jab in Diana's face. Diana's going back on the back foot again. What does she have to offer here, man? Ooh, hard calf kick there from Diana. Finally. Yeah, that was a good low kick there from Diana. She's got the bigger legs too. She's not doing it enough. All right, this is another like 10 seconds without any offense from Diana. Come on. No offense here for about 10 seconds, almost 20 seconds now. Justine's the one pushing the pace here. Justine lands another low kick. And a good right hand there, too. And Justine Keys is actually the faster fighter here. I think that's why she's a little afraid to engage, man. All right, Diana. Don't know which way to go here. She's trying to look for an entry, but she's having trouble. There's no jab here. No front kicks or anything to keep Justine Keys lands another hard kick. Yeah, she must try to be line. She must think she can just line up that right hand that she scored like a long time ago against Tara Graf, but good jab from Justine Keys. Justine Keys is rushing in. I mean, she could catch Justine with that another hard right kick from Justine. She could catch her though, but that's the thing. She's not setting any traps here. She's spending too much time on her bike. Oh, hard right hand for Justine Keys. Justine Keys about to get a 30-27 victory here. Okay, that was a partially landed head kick there for Justine. It was a right head kick, but she kind of rolled with it, as Zeragova did. Yeah, Justine Keys has a lot of energy, man. This girl got a lot in her tank left, man. Yeah, Zeragova just kind of looked like she can't get the rhythm now. Oh, good body shots from Justine. She went to the body there and went upstairs. That's good stuff. Oh, Justine Keys right hand after that flying knee attempt. A lot of energy here, man. Diana can't handle it. She looked overwhelmed. Justine Keys going after. Less than 2 minutes left. But you got Zeragova. Can you get a takedown? Go for that submission attempt from the first round. What's she gonna do? Wild overhand right missed for Justine. Oh, Justine landed another right hand. All right, Justine trying to land that elbow, that step in elbow. Just staying busy here. A wild kick from Justine missed. As Zeragova just really circling to her right here. So, she has the Justine Keach has the pattern down now because she's just circling her right constantly and not really trying to engage. So every time she catches up, just lets that combination go. All right. So every time she catches another Leg kick there from Justine. 38 seconds left. Mm. I think he's just staying busy. Got a good gas tank. Double jab. Ooh, right hand lands for Justine. Justine going after it. Uh-oh. Diane's going for the take, though. She let go. She back in retreat mode. Justine, ooh. Diana landed a good right hand. Ooh, good knees to the body there from Justine. Ooh, Superman punch. Not much on them shots from Justine, but I mean, she stayed busy. 30-27, I think. BJ, he said Justine took that. Oh yeah, clearly. And she better not give she better not get a gift tonight, man. Let me see here. Got some comments. All right. Raviel said, did y'all see the Russian girl beat Diana Silva? I caught the last round. I gotta go back and watch it. Yeah, I've seen a few of her fights before, but yeah, I want to go back and check this one out. I heard it was unanimous, but they made it a split decision. Easy said, Keisha, no joke in Bellator. Yeah, I mean, her and Liz Carmouche, they took their UFC experience over here to dominate. I mean, Justine Keisha, she took this girl's O and she beat Ali Malay. So that's just saying that the UFC level of skill and the experience that they have is still too much for these girls in Bellator. All right, let me turn it up so I can hear this. Sergova was lacking, man. She couldn't make no adjustment, man. She didn't want to take it to the ground. She was too slow to land any punches. Couldn't match the speed of a know older fighter. Couldn't get the timing either. Wow. All right, let's hear these scores. This should be easy. Thirty 27. All right, well, shout out to Justine Keach. Got her victory, man. I guess the one judge gave her the first round. I couldn't even give her that round, man. Not off of one takedown. All right, Justine Keach. Let me see. That's how many victories now? Dang, she could never beat Deanna Bennett though. She lost to Deanna Bennett twice. She's 2-2 in Bellator, but she did beat a former champ and a previously undefeated fighter. So let me see her last 6 fights. She's 2-4 right now, but hey, she could very much well be fighting Juliana Velasquez next. Why not, right? Is that a good fight? Her or Denise Kielholtz? That'd be a good fight. Denise Kielholtz or Juliana Velasquez or Bruna Elling. You know, she's got a lot of experience. So, but yeah, let me see, y'all. Let's talk about these fights coming up tomorrow. Let's see what we got. Got 3 WMMA fights tomorrow. Who we got first? Let's go ahead and look at Juju Miller and Luana Santos. Uh-oh, man. I know Juju Miller, man, had me thinking she was going to go in there and beat a veteran, her last fight. It was like, what, back in, was that March? Was that back in March? Yeah. It was back in March. Man. Let's see. You said Kerry Melendez or Alara Yawani for F. Zeragova. Yeah, pick I'd probably pick Yawani to beat her. I don't know, man. I think that Jenna Bishop might beat her too. Like Jenna Bishop might take her down. Yeah, Bruna Ellen looks pretty good. Well, decent. You know, she kind of disappointed me with that performance against Alima Lay. Oh yeah, Anaba. I think Anaba probably knock her out, man. Anaba got some quick hands and some power. Anaba versus F Sergova, yeah. Yeah, that would be a good fight. Yeah, but let me see. Not Juliana Velasquez, but Juliana Miller versus Luana Santos. So Juju lost her first fight in the UFC, right? And there's nothing to be ashamed of. She came in against a veteran. Um, I thought that she was going to take advantage of that layoff. That the little bit of a layoff that Veronica Hardy had. Veronica Hardy's like, okay, I've been out for a little while, but I still got enough to beat this girl. And Juju is 27, 3-2. You know, Nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, she was coming in with only 4 fights. So winning the Ultimate Fighter, that's one thing, but taking on a veteran, it's almost like you really just got signed to the UFC. Like some of these other girls, when they come in, they automatically they automatically get schooled in there. It's like what is her name? Gabriela Fernandez. She's one that comes to mind. She's 0-2 right now. So when you think about it, it was expected. I mean, she's been doing the right things as far as developing and training and getting better. She's always like trying to stay in shape, close to her weight. So those are issues that Miller's never really going to have, but she's really going to have to come in this fight and work on her timing and defense. Zama says Santos is a judoka, definitely will take Miller down. It depends on how her sub defense from the top and the cardio is. Yeah, I think if she goes for the takedown, that might put Miller more at an advantage. Miller's kind of awkward with her grappling. She is a little still green, but she will find ways to submit you. I believe last time I was looking at her grappling resume, she did get a victory in a grappling match over Fatima Klein. So the girl's got some skills. She got some skills on the ground when it comes to you know her ground game. I think just needs a little bit more polishing. But yeah, if Santos, her being a judoka, that doesn't necessarily put her at the advantage, because she could go in for one of them head tosses and give up her back in the fight. And that's just what Miller would be looking for. I think Miller wants a fight where she can touch you and you're not moving. See, Veronica Hardy gave her that movement, and she was constantly circling and using that speed and tagging her. So that level of striking, Lana Santos doesn't have that. She wants to give her the ground, even a clinch fight. I think that'll favor Juliana Miller or give her just an even fight. Give her a good start. She's gonna be in there trying to muscle, wrestle a little bit. Veronica Hardy was a little bit stronger than Juliana Miller too. Like Juliana Miller, like I thought she was kind of physically strong, but yeah, I was like, Veronica Hardy had some moments in there where she was moving her. So that was a surprise too. So really, that's two things. That was being tested: her physical strength and her timing. But yeah, we know defensive wise, defense is something she's gonna really need. She's long, and she can extend that jab out, but need to see her starting to move her head a little bit more. Being quick with that recoil. Don't just stay in the pocket like that. I know she likes to prove that she has a good chin, but she needs to start moving her head more. Easy said, I just don't know what the plan is for Miller, to be honest. Yeah, I don't either, man. I think her best bet is to make it a ground fight, you know, go for takedowns, or if Santos takes her down, that's her best bet to win a fight, being on the ground. But being on the outside, like if Santos chooses to strike and she's actually using her jab and using speed, then she might fall behind, you know? Let's see here. Let me look at some of Luana Santos's stats here. Is Luana Santos gonna be another one of them fighters that gets welcomed into the UFC the rough way? I mean, she's fought a couple of let me say, I won't say like really tough fights, but she's been in the LFA organization a couple fights. All right, let me see what she offers in this fight. I was looking at uh some of her performances the other week, but I didn't get a chance to really like home in and see what is her specialty besides her being a judoka. Let's see her from a year or so ago. Let's see. I think Juju will fight a close range, clinchy fight. Yeah, she needs to. I mean, that's really what she needs to do in this type of match. She's got to be rangy. Even though she's the long fighter, she just doesn't have that ability to use the jab as much and like use front kicks. So I think it's important that, she closes distance early. Yeah, I'm looking at Luana Santos here, her fight against Marjorie Berrigan. And as Berrigan was rushing in, she got that judo toss. So Juju Miller might welcome that. That might be what she wants because Juju Jiu-Jitsu, like I said, you know, it's effective. See how she got this head toss here? Juju's long too. Juju could wrap them legs around real quick in a triangle. And if she can free her head, she would be on the back of Luana Santos just like that, you know? So I don't think it's wise for her to get too crazy with somebody that's going to want a clinch fight. Somebody that really wants a clinch fight, I don't think that's going to be wise. As I'm saying, I mean, if Macedo was able to take Miller down at will, I don't see why black belt and judo wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's not the point though. I mean, like she could take her down at will, but like, is it gonna benefit her if she takes her down like in more of a judo fashion? She could give up her back easy, with them head tosses. I mean, I'm sure Juju they're preparing for that. Yeah, she has a good lock on this one girl I'm just looking at right here. She's working some nice ground and pound too, so it might be effective. She's beating this girl in the head, man. So if she could lock Juju's head like this, it could be very dangerous for her, man. Yeah, Ravioli said Veronica was out striking her though. Yeah, she was out striking her clearly, and hitting her with some hard shots. She was mixing it up. So, the takedowns were more of a surprise element in that fight. But if Santos isn't really coming out with pure striking and just mixing it up and just going for a clear ground fight, that still gives Juju more of a fighting chance. But in this one, I'm not sure. I'm not really picking in this fight, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Easy said you should only use a head toss on someone very inexperienced. Yeah, the fight I'm looking at here, she's in this. What is this? The tough noob. She's a fight at bantamweight too. This was a bantamweight fight. This girl ran right into her, and she just got the head toss. But that's not something I'd recommend against somebody who has decent grappling, like Juju. To me, so the fight, if it goes to the ground, I think that's going to give her a good start. I think that's going to be a good start. I still think Santos needs to stay away from that judo, and she needs to use that speed. Because I'm looking at some of her fights here. Her stance looks a little, better than Juju's already. I mean, as far as like how she keeps her hands up and she'll throw a combination. Kind of wild sometimes, but some of these early fights, she has better movement. But I think a smothering fight from Juju, that's going to be important, very important. Yeah, this is a UFC debut, so some of these girls they've been coming in, they've been getting signed. I'm not sure, man. I'm definitely not gonna bet on Luana Santos to win this fight, or even Juju, because they are just too. To me, they're just too green. 5-1. Um, maybe I would give Juju the edge just because she's been training with some higher level people. But at that last time out, man, defense really did not look good though. That defense was really not there, man. It was not there. So with her still, she won the tough house, yeah. But with her just not having that level of experience too, as far as fights, it really is like a pick 'em fight. At least Luana does have 5 wins. She's 5-1. And that was what I was telling BJ. She lost to Jenna Bishop. Jenna Bishop, she's a pretty rough and rugged grappler. She's one of those girls that likes takedowns. Let's see if I can find that fight. Because yeah, Jenna Bishop, she did edge out a victory over Luana Santos. And that girl, she likes to get down on the ground. Like she does. So in that fight, I don't think her judo really came in handy. Yeah, I'm looking at Jenna Bishop control Luana right now. Look at this top control. Jenna Bishop, some pretty decent wrestling. She's got that body locked down. That was a fight I was trying to remember if I saw. Yeah, the good transition for Jenna Bishop. Right to the back. See? She went from a side control and let Luana Santos turn right into that that position next, where she went right to the back. And Jenna's landing some good ground and pound. Oh yeah. See, this is some good work, man. See, Jenna Bishop's the one I'm telling BJ you need to look out for, man. She's in Bellator right now. She went to Bellator. Luana went to the UFC. It was a close fight though. It was Santos had some moments, but I think yeah, Bishop way better on the ground, so she's got a fighting chance on the ground. Easy said depends on how hard Juju's been working. This fight would definitely, yeah, see how far she is. Yeah, I see the potential. She's not lazy though. Jenna Bishop has some pretty explosive takedowns. But if Juju gets taken down, that's going to still give her that's going to still give her a chance to win. When she's on the ground, let's see how strong Luana Santos is. We got to give Veronica Hardy credit. That girl's has a lot of years in the UFC now compared to her, and been doing a lot more training with high level people. So that's what kept Veronica Hardy in complete control in that fight. Be just out paying attention. Yeah, pay attention to her, man. You love them grapples, bro. So I'm just filling you in on her. So I know BJ, you going with Juju. I don't know in this one, man. I don't know. This one I can't really pick. I really can't pick in this one because I think that it's there for the taking. It really is. But let's see who else we got. We got a lot of people trying to make a statement. This ain't like the next weekend. This is three lower ranked WMMA fights. Everybody's still trying to make their way in. Next week, man, it's the crazy one. Next week is the Silver Girls, Whaley and Lamos, all on the same card. They're making noise too, of course, but I think everybody is already looking at them to like break into the top 15. Natalia and Kareem. Then you got Lamos challenging for the belt. So yeah, next week's gonna be crazy, but we gotta have to really break them things down. But let me see. We got Jacqueline Amaral, Montserrat Ruiz. All right. So Jacqueline Amaral, 6-1. She got that hard welcome into the UFC too, and I didn't think she was ready for it yet, man. I know some people said that she'll probably accept, which I knew that. Like most of these fighters, they will accept the call, but I was like, it's not gonna be wise. Like she really don't need to. Jacqueline Amaral to me really didn't need to accept the the UFC call yet, because I think she was finishing. She finished everybody before she got to the UFC, yeah, but she still didn't have that level of competition yet. Still didn't have that level of competition. She did defend her belt one time, all right, but she needed more. To me, I think she needed maybe like 2 or 3 more fights that were going to give her a test. Maybe like some former UFC fighters. Fight a couple former UFC fighters before you jump into the UFC. But you know how it is, man. Whenever that call comes, you get to rock the UFC uniform. It's time to go. Everybody sees you as the UFC fighter, so you take it. So when she was taking on Sam Hughes, I said, nah, they trying to feed Sam. Nah, Sam's on a different path. Sam was getting better. I think Sam was just getting better, man. Sam Hughes is in a different place. And that was kind of a dangerous matchup to me. So when they did that, Sam took her in deep waters and drowned her, man. He showed her how it is to have a 3-round fight. And she gassed in that fight too. So going into this one, Jacqueline Amaral, still she's going in kind of green as far as being in deep waters. That was her first 3-round fight, because even her title fight only went once against Loveth Young. But this is going to be an interesting matchup. I think it's going to be good. This is jiu-jitsu practitioner versus a wrestler. Montserrat Ruiz, let me see, 10-2. She's been out the game for about 2 years now. What was it with Montserrat Ruiz? Was it knee issue? Did she have knee surgery? I can't remember. Robot said he's taking the dog Montserrat. Yeah, Montserrat's a monster. She's a little rugged dog in there. And until she met Danielle Taylor, yeah, she was undefeated. She was running through some girls. Danielle Taylor had some good movement, outstruck her, and she was able to get her off at times with that headlock toss. But after losing to her, she won a couple more fights. Won her UFC debut against Cheyenne Valismas. But then Amanda Lemos came along and knocked her clean out, right? Because she came in there bum rushing style. So I think it might be safe to say Montserrat Ruiz is not going to change too much. And she's still a wrestler at heart, a rugged wrestler, and she's going to come after Jacqueline Amaral. And after looking at the trouble that Amaral had with a wrestler in her last fight, when Sam, stepped her wrestling game up, she had some issues in that fight. And Montserrat Ruiz, if she gets on top, she could have some success here. Now, if she does the head and arm toss in this fight, Jacqueline Amaral again could get the back and submit. She is good at submissions. Like, this is her game. She's a specialist. So what can what can Jacqueline Amram do in this fight? Well, she's gonna have to use some striking this time. I mean, I've seen her use her hands a little bit more in previous fights, so I think Jacqueline Amram, trying to keep range here, outstrike Ruiz for a couple rounds, or at least the first 2 rounds, until she can maybe gas her out. That's gonna be important because this girl's she's gonna be putting a lot of pressure on. But if she's welcoming the pressure, it's on Amram to find those openings, to find those submission opens. Like if she does try to head toss her, maybe she can get to the back quicker. Or if she tries to clinch up, she could lock that neck up for another ninja choke. Girls have been going for that lately, Robot Chick said, I know Ruiz can go 3 rounds. Jackie might be in for a long fight. Yep. Ruiz is proven, she's gone more and more. She's had finishes, but, she's gone the distance in a few fights. Shine Velismus. She was able to toss her around a little bit, well, a lot of bit. So she definitely got that going for her. She has the gas tank. So Ruiz putting a lot of pressure. Overhand rights from Ruiz, low kicks, walking her down. A lot of that's going to be important. A lot of that's going to be key to, once again, kind of gas Jacqueline Amram out. Same thing Sam Hughes was able to do, kind of wear her down. So I think Ruiz looking for a quick finish. She has to be careful with that because that's what Amram's going to be looking for. Amram's going to be looking to finish her quick because that's just in her mindset, to go and submit. I think Ruiz, she's more so built for 3 rounds, to kind of wear fighters down. She kind of likes that. So we'll see, man. We'll see if this wrestling is effective over this jiu-jitsu practitioner. We'll see, man. If she walks right into something, gets submitted. But also, man, she's been out for 2 years. That might come into play. 2 years off, might be a little bit rusty. I just think, Jacqueline Amram, though, even with that 2 years off, Jacqueline Amram still hasn't really had that many rounds in the bank in professional MMA. Of course, you can spar all you want, but when it comes to professional rounds, she's only had, 4, 5, 6, 9 rounds total. 6 first-round finishes, and then the 3-round decision loss to Sam Hughes. So, professional rounds, she's only had 9. Whereas Ruiz, she's had many rounds compared to her. She's 12 fights, 10 wins. So let's see how effective that pressure can be, man. Let's see. Like I said, I'm not really picking the knees, though, because these can go either way. But if I had to give some edge here, Ruiz has the advantage, I think, when it comes to the gas tank and that wrestling. As long as Amram's striking is not really a problem for Ruiz, I think Ruiz will, muscle her way in and get this fight to the ground. Fernando said, thanks for the breakdown, Moss, man. Oh, yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate you. Robot Chicken said, I like the time to recover and hopefully work on some things. Fernando said she's been working on her boxing while she has been off. That's good. I mean, that's a big part of her game too. I think boxing would be very effective for Ruiz because her style, very low, offensive, land a few hands and then get then corner her opponent. Sometimes when she was just shooting those naked takedowns, it left her open. That's how Lemos caught her. Whenever Lemos had caught her rushing in, she could just tag her. So working on her boxing, that's going to be very important. Well, hopefully it shows in this fight. Hopefully it does. Yeah, I think Rui's been out for 2 years, man, but I'm kind of giving her the edge in this one, man. I think, again, experience is really going to come into play. And if she takes it past the first round, then I think again, Jacqueline Amram, she might have a little bit of work cut out for her. Let's see. B just said he got Ruiz too. Okay. So who do y'all got? Amram or Ruiz? I think I'll give the reg to Ruiz. And the other in the first one, I think I'm gonna go with let me see, Miller Santos. That was a tough one to call, man. That's tough. I think so far I'm gonna go with Ruiz in the second fight. All right, let me move on to this next one. Robot Chick says, that's the way I see it. Cardio is a key in this fight. Oh yeah, big time. It is, and fighters I think with good wrestling and good cardio, they're gonna give Jacqueline problems. They will. I think Ruiz might have that. Yeah, I think she might have this one on lock, man. I think so. Just don't want to see her go in there and get reckless and get caught up in anything, though, man. But I'm gonna give her. I think she'll get it. And on the main card, we got Poliana Viana and Yasmin Lucindo. They had to put Lucindo on the main card because this girl is a firecracker. Poliana Viana, I mean, not so much. I mean, she's 13-5. She's currently 4-1. She's got a few arm bars on her, in her last couple wins. She armbarred Mallory Martin and Emily Whitmire. And she did knock out Jinyu Fry. So that was a record over the past 3 years. But I think Yasmin Lucindo was like more of the star in this one, just off of her last couple of performances. This girl she be coming after you. Her debut, she came up short. Some people believe she beat Yasmin Aurigi. Her fight against Brogan Walker. That was at flyweight. I like that style that Lucinda was using. Kind of looked like a I know some people disagree, but I'm like a raw prototype of Amanda Nunes a little bit. The way she was throwing a lot of hard leg kicks and setting up that overhand right she throws. That lobbing right hand. It's not really like a wild overhand right, but the right hand that she was throwing, in the way she was kind of throwing those rangy strikes. It wasn't really like boxing or kickboxing, pure kickboxing. It's just like her MMA striking. It's just really, I think she's really structuring that well when it comes down to not sticking to one style. Like, it's kind of awkward how she lets her hands go. Her offense too, man. Her offense is something that I think Poliana Viana hasn't really seen before. Even though this girl's young, I still think this is going to be something new to her. So, I think it's wise, Poliana, kind of gets her range early and looks for counters. She'd have to look for counters in this fight. Whenever Lucindo lets those hands go. When she lets those hands go, it's important that Poliana Viana shoots the right hand up the middle in this type of fight. Just don't exchange. Don't look for those toe-to-toe exchanges or anything like that. I think this fight can be won by Poliana if she fights a more tactical battle with her striking. Also, getting the fight to the ground is going to be key for her. Getting the fight down to the ground is going to be key. I think that looking at her submissions in the past, she has that arm bar on lock. That's one of her favorite go-tos. I think her jiu-jitsu is going to be important. Putting Lucinda on her back, taking rounds with ground and pound, or looking to find that submission. All right. For Yasmin Lucindo, man, I think applying a lot of educated pressure, applying educated pressure, just chopping away at Poliana Viana's legs and not chasing her, but cutting the octagon off, constantly hitting with calf kicks, and then opening up with the left hooks and right hands. I think that type of variety of striking is going to be important, to really putting the beating on uh, Poliana in this fight. And if Poliana goes for takedowns, it's going to be important to control her neck, land knees up the middle, catch her with those knees to the body, to the face. And again, for her, like, don't just look for those trading moments, because Poliana Viana got a sneaky right hand. So I think it's important that, she puts her in a position, off balance, before she just lets them 1-2-3s, put the 1-2-3s together, put her off balance where she throws that type of combination. Don't just look to trade. But her last fight, I know Brogan Walker's not really like the best fighter, but I like the chop down process of Yasmin Lucindo. She just keeps putting that pressure on, and she just keeps letting go. And sometimes, like when she does let those wild shots go, she's out of range, so she doesn't really leave herself open to be countered. But I think, man, Poliana has a lot of experience in this one. I'm gonna go with Yasmin though, man. I think her offense might be too much. I think this girl's on a mission right now. She's got a lot of fights too, man. I mean, for a youngster, Yasmin Lucindo, she's faced a lot of different looks as a teenager too. So I think whatever Poliana brings, I think she'll adjust to it, or she'll walk through it. And yeah, I think she might get the victory in this. I think she might get the unanimous decision. Somebody's coming out swelling in this fight, though. I just see it, man. Somebody's gonna have a swollen cheekbone, or somebody's eyes gonna be swollen in this fight, though, man. But yeah, those are the only ones I can really pick. I'm in the strawweight fights. I'm gonna go with Yasmin, and I'm gonna give Ruiz the edge. I'm gonna give Ruiz the edge in this one. I'm just kind of worried about her inactivity, though. But we'll see. Juju Liana Santos should be a good fight. Should be a decent fight. But as far as picking, I'm gonna go and watch this, and I'll probably call the fights tomorrow too. So yeah, make sure y'all tune in. I think they started like 4. I think Juju and Luana kick it off, I believe. Yeah, 4 p.m. because the main card is at 7. Yeah, so this is an early card, man. It's an early one. BJ, no, I'm just saying, man. I mean, I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. I mean, shoot, that Lamos fight, boy, that was a way to go out. That last one, man. That's what we remember her for, right? I mean, most people remember her for that. Lamos put her out, man. Lamos put her out. I mean, she wasn't like sleep on her back, but the ref did have to step in, because that shot, when it landed, man. Whaley gonna have to be careful of that. Whaley gonna have to be careful of that, man. Dang, that fight is next Saturday too, man. That one's gonna be crazy, man. Shoot. Oh man, do you think both Silvers win their fights next week? They got you, man. I'm just ready for some new flyweight blood. I'm ready for Natalia to take over. Natalia winning would be much better for the division. Natalia winning would be much better for the division. Because Andrea Lee, she just kind of fell off, man. Marina Moreau don't fight enough. So, Kareem Silva winning this time, it would mean more. Who else? Who else in that division? Yeah, even like if Rose fights Manon, I'm just like, I don't know what Rose is going to do there, man. I think Manon winning would be much better for the division. So hopefully they can pull off these victories, man. Yeah, BJ left. Yeah, I'm serious, man. That was a knockout, man. Robot Chicken said Combo should be calling fight on the ESPN panel really sharp and insight. I appreciate that. Robot Chicken said that's why I love Lane. Whaley Lamos isn't a pushover. She's a great fight champ. Great fight. Chance to defend. They don't pretend. Right. BJ said we lost hope in Gatto. No, we ain't lost hope in Gatto, man. Gatto's still around. She ain't in no triple threat. Let me put. I'm gonna tell you that right now. She ain't in no triple threat. My triple threat could have been all Brazilian this time too if Gatto was on a win streak. If Gatto had beaten Lipsky and she had beaten Tracy Cortez and she had knocked out Sarge, that would have guaranteed Gatto in a triple threat, man. I mean, beating Sarge, then beating Tracy Cortez, then beating Arian Lipsky, that would have put her in there, but not anymore. You got to work for that. I mean, I still rock with her, of course. Yeah, I still rock with her, but I can't put her as a threat now. I mean, Natalia and Karine are surpassing her right now. I wonder how Karine Silva would have handled Tracy Cortez, though. That's the question. How would Tracy Cortez and Karine Silva had played out? That would have been an interesting fight. Karine Silva versus Tracy Cortez. I mean, Marina Moreau is will be enough of a test for her. So, all right, yo. So I'm about to get up off here a little earlier. I meant to jump on earlier tonight, but I said, I caught a couple of fights. Then I said, oh yeah, let me jump on for that After Go fight in Quiche. Gatto was Robot Chick said Gatto was missing something though. Not giving up. I think she can still win fights. Yeah, I think she's missing something too, man. Like, I don't know if it's like her timing or like some commitment issues, but I still think she can win. Like, I want to see Gato De La Rosa now. Since she lost 2 in a row, it's got to be Gato De La Rosa. This is a good fight right here. Gato versus. He just said we definitely lost hope on Agapova. Oh yeah. I mean, she's not around right now, so it's like, hey, I don't know. This is what we need. We need Gato versus De La Rosa next. Hopefully they make that fight. Because De La Rosa's on. Is De La Rosa on a 2-fight losing streak too? De La Rosa lost to Macy. I don't know if Miranda and Montana will fight though because they had trained together. I don't know if they're like friends like that. So, oh yeah. Montana lost to Macy, and she got finished by Tatiana. I forgot. Yeah, so she's two fights behind. 2 fights behind now. So is Gatto. So yeah, that would be perfect. That's a perfect fight right there. What happened to Lisboa? I don't know, man. Like they haven't scheduled anything for Lisboa yet. Canara Lisboa, man. Like, let me see. Do they got anything scheduled for her yet? Her very first MMA fight, she lost to Norma Dumont. That was like 7 years ago. But I mean, she looks good. I mean, she has the Muay Thai, has a bit of submission game. She mixed it up in there. I think she's good for it. She's good for the division though. Yeah, Lisboa, let me see. Last fight was about 3 months ago. Nothing scheduled though. Chantel Coates, I don't know, man. I have no idea. I believe. Well, she's still on social media, but let me see. Let me look up Chantel Coates. Her social media is still active though, man. I just don't know if she has any fights coming up. Ooh, Claire Guthrie fights tomorrow, just so y'all know. Because let me see, my girl Brittany Cloudy fights tomorrow, UFL 3, and Claire Guthrie's on that card. And it's free too. It's on Rumble. If y'all go to Rumble, you can watch UFL. You can see Brittany Cloudy fight, and you can see Claire Guthrie fight. Like, they're not fighting each other, but they're on the card. Just in case you're looking for a BJ, Claire Guthrie fights tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to catch both of those. Let me see. Yes, Chantel Coates. I see her Instagram story, but she's still posting about she's going for Juju. She's going for Juju tomorrow. She's a mother too. She's been taking care of her baby, so I haven't seen any recent posts though as far as training though. Hopefully she gets back in the mix. The Tough House situation though, that kind of sucked for her where she couldn't make weight, man. Okay. What about Hardy versus Lipsky? Oh yeah, that's a good fight. Veronica Hardy versus Ariane Lipsky. That'd be a good striking match right there. That'd be an interesting striking match. There'd be some hard punches and hard counters landed in that fight. That one I might give the edge to. I'm really not sure. I would probably go with Lipsky in that one because I think Lipsky has been more active than anybody like Juju, and I think Lipsky has more improvements. Her timing is different too. Like, I think her straight punches would be a problem for Hardy, but what can Hardy do? Hardy has that movement though. He got that straight left hand too. B just said they better hope Roxy. They better hope Roxy stay retired. Oh man, Roxy been gone for what, over a year now? I believe it's been like a year, right? Shoot, Roxy ain't coming back. But let me see. Yeah, I'm just looking on, social media, seeing if there's anything new. No, nothing new from her. Man, LFA has some pretty good fights. Justine Key said the belt is on her mind now. I'm looking on social media, man, after her win tonight. He said, what if Roxy came back fighting like Chikagan? That wouldn't happen. I can't even see it. She don't have the IQ for that, man. Like, she don't have the commitment for that type of style. Like, Roxy don't, Roxy just fight the fight. You know what I mean? Like, she will go for the win. And, if you're not on your game, she will go after you. She will put some work in on you. I mean, ask Andrea Lee, but she ain't gonna change her style like that completely to ever dominate or just control a fight. He said most females that retire stay retired. They smart though. Yeah, the ones that stay retired, they're smart. Joanna thought about it, but Joanna said, nope, forget it. I'm done. I'm gonna do a video on Dern and Suarez. I meant to do that the other day, man, because I posted that on Monday, and I see people be reacting to it now. It's like people think that's a good fight. What do y'all think, man? Like, how close do you see Dern and Suarez? Because people make it seem like Dern gonna go in there and win, man. Easy. That's actually a competitive. It can be competitive. It can be. I don't think it's gonna be easy on either side though. Because I think Verna's fight was going to be competitive with Suarez. I do. I think that was gonna be competitive. Said you miss Roxy. Yeah, I mean, she was bad. She wasn't bad. I do. I mean, I like her fights. Yeah, she beat Andrea Lee 2 times. What was Andrea Lee's worst UFC loss? Ooh, it could be the Roxy rematch, just because you're like, come on now, you should already be used to this. It's kind of like she gave it away. I'd probably say the worst was it the Natalia Silva fight. Let me see. She came up short in some of her fights too. That's what, like I don't really think she was ever like destroyed. She lost to Lauren Murphy, JoJo, and Roxy, Macy Barber, and Viviana Arujo. I think her worst would probably be, to me, Roxy, because that was her second go around. She should have been able to beat her, in my opinion. The Macy fight was close. The Arujo fight, it's between the Arujo fight and the Roxy fight, I think. Yeah, Verna was going to be competitive, man. I think Verna was going to be competitive. Robot said Happy Warrior is always positive. I do miss that. Yeah, even if she wasn't going for the belt, like she would come to fight. Yeah, she would come to fight, man. Easy said Dern gonna get up and under coming in with those wild combos. Suarez ain't Angela Hill, right? Yeah, I think to me, I think Suarez's form looks better. Like, am I missing something? Like Suarez, like this was like her first time really like striking to me, where I seen her using lateral movement and throwing nice form kicks. You know, she was throwing them nice to the body, return to form, side to side. I mean, Dern supposedly been working her striking now, with Jason Perillo for like 2 years, but she still kind of resorts to old ways. She got power in her hands, but she's still kind of off with her footwork. She really is like off with her footwork. But to me, I thought Suarez, like just off of her balance alone, to me looked smoother. It looked smoother to me. I mean, when Derlin lets him go, yeah, the punches look nice, but that's usually when the target is right there. But sometimes I'm still kind of like, okay, got to open your eyes. Well, let me see. Well, Jan Janan kind of exposed that too. I mean, Jan Janan kind of made you say, okay, it's not as sharp as it should be. Even Marina did. They both exposed that a little bit. He just said if Suarez stands in front of Dern, she's gonna get bombed. Yeah, yeah. If you stand in front of her, I mean, in the with Suarez's movement, she don't really stand in front of you now. You know what I mean? Like when she's looking for them kicks and punches she's throwing, like she's not really standing in front of you. I don't think she would like bomb or like knock her out or anything like that, because she's kind of off balance too. Some of that you can see it coming. Yeah, you can tell she's been working with Patchy a lot. I mean, you can tell she's been working with Patchy Mix a lot when it comes down to her stance and how she throws them. I mean, during that time off, that's what she had to do. Who would win? Just what if they canceled each other's ground game out and it just went to pure striking? Who do you think will win the fight? We just that's a dangerous fight for both. Who wins? Just what if they just go at it as a striking match? Like Dern uses her striking versus Suarez. Dern used hers a little bit more, I believe, in fights, but there's still those things that she does wrong, I think. But Suarez, I think, defensively looked a little bit more responsible. B just said Dern without strike Tatiana. You think so? You really think so, though, man? I guess so. I mean, it's possible because she's quicker. she's a little bit, faster with the gun. She'll pull the trigger. I gotta put these fights together. I gotta watch a couple of them because I gotta look at what she did. Well, no, Marina canceled her out, and Jan Janon canceled her out too. So I thought Verna General would beat her though. When it came down even to the striking, man, I thought Verna won that fight. So I don't know. Out striker. Let me see, because she's gonna be coming forward. She gonna be coming forward a lot, and if Suarez moves, Gabby says Suarez has good form, but the only thing is she's slow. Yeah, she's still getting it. I think she's still kind of getting it. Yeah, easy. So I can see Suarez keeping the range. Like I keep seeing her keep range with her kicks though, like landing body kicks. She didn't really use her jab enough against Andrade. I know that. That's the one thing I want to say. Like when she fought Andrade, she didn't really use that southpaw jab enough. That would have been nice. Marcus Bell, what's up? BJ said Dern's hands may be unorthodox, but they aren't ineffective. No, they're not. When she finds her target, they're effective. But sometimes when that target is off, man. Yeah, I think Dern has a bit more power. I think yeah, for sure. Like, because she really leans into him. I think Dern has more power in her punches. I think it just comes down to execution at times for me. Well, that's the thing. I'm glad that both of them are working on their striking, though. I just hope Jillian Robertson can catch up with them, though. You know what I mean? As far as striking, because they are getting comfortable with it. Yeah, Gabby said both are comfortable with taking it down to the ground. Yeah, I keep thinking this might be a fight where if it happens, they cancel it out. Like Verna and Dern, they didn't even try to take each other down. They just went to a striking match. Ricci and Robertson, they didn't really go to the ground either. Both have black belts, but neither one of them really took each other. They wanted to strike. So I keep thinking, this wrestler and this grappler here, McKenzie, they might just choose to stand and bang, man. Oh man. Easy said Dern is faster, but the way she throws her punches lends her to getting time. Timing will always beat speed. Right. And that's why I went back to thinking about Marina and Jan, how they canceled that striking out, man. Because she's quicker, but a lot of it you can see coming from a mile away. Like you see her load up. Like Suarez, I ain't gonna beat her to get beat up like Angela Hill was in that fight though. Gabby said, but will Suarez be happy fighting down the ranks? I'm sure Dern wouldn't mind to jump up. No, she said she was fine with it. She said, give me UFC can give me whoever I would want a title fight, but she was like, I'll fight whoever they give me. And she also said her and Jan could fight a title eliminator. But she said she was cool with it. Because I just did a video like a day ago, and I was reading the article, the quote from the article, because I watched the interview, and she was talking about how she said, "Hey, I want a title fight," but she was like, I'll take whatever they give me." And then the other press fight, she said she would fight one more time this year too, so it could be championship or it could be one more fight, like another title eliminator, which is not bad for her. I mean, she just came back to the division, so if they gave it to her, yeah, fine. But I just think Jan, me personally, I think she's more deserving of it now. But boy, if they put Jan in that fight with Suarez, man, I wonder if Yon gonna be pissed off because that's gonna be high risk. High risk. Man, BJ, what'd you think about that, man? What if they did that to Yan Jana? What if they made Yan fight Tatiana? That would be kind of like when Marina Rodriguez had to fight Amanda Lemos. Remember, Amanda Lemos had to fight that. Marina Rodriguez had to fight down. Man, Marina had to fight the number 8 or number 7 Lemos. I was like, oh boy, this ain't gonna go well. She had just put 3 wins together and she had to fight down, and it had to be Lemos. And Lemos took that shot. Gabby said y'all should go to Boston and be their cage side. Yeah. I'm did she say she'll be there? I hope so. I'm sure she will. She better be there. I know Tatiana is. Tatiana's about to show face. So Tatiana shows face and Dana sees her there and the energy is good. He might pick her. Yeah, Tatiana says she's gonna be there. It should be interesting next weekend though. We got 3 fights this weekend, 3 next. These are just, good busy fights, but next weekend is the big one, boy. All right, let me see. I'm about to jump off here now. Just seeing if there's anything else to talk about. Well, not for now. Tomorrow we got the fights coming up, so I'm about to jump off here tonight, man. Okay. I'll just look at Myra Winter Silva online. She's back to training, man. This girl is on a run right now. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna jump off, guys. Hit that like button and make sure y'all subscribe, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow for the fights. And like always, I'm Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Peace.